All right. Oh, all right. Hangout 2 box worked right now. So we're starting in 5 minutes, and there is no viewer. There is nobody here, and I guess I'll just start alone. Yeah, it says right here. This is me. That's the website. And anything else is going to come later. No, comment tracker, comment test. What's this? Source. All right. What the fuck's this? What can I play with now? Cameraman. Foundation Studio. I don't know. This is going to be boring if I'm alone, because I only have a plan with people, and I need people to help me out here. We are going to talk about Passage. It's a game. If you're looking at this in the future, maybe you first want to go to another place. Let me see if I can do this. Showcase. No showcase. Okay, maybe chat. All right, right there. You can see a link there. If not, I'll just add it and add later a link somewhere here to the. Well, it should be on the description of the video. At least later on. Not right now. I don't know how to do it right now on the live. Oh, there's a viewer there. Hello. I don't know how I can participate. I'm alone here. Can you see the link that I just added? Oh, I don't think you can. All right. I have viewer. We should start in 2.5 minutes. That's 22 UTC. And I don't know what I'm gonna do because nobody's joining, and I had planned it with people joining earlier. Yeah, so sorry. You can just Oh, there you go. Hey, Yuri.
Hey, sup? Yeah, I'm gonna join on my cell phone too. It was me, I think. I opened the YouTube first.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, because no one was gonna watch this shit, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was Sandra, actually. But she's there, you should know.
No, she is, but she's wearing her pajamas and she doesn't wanna show. So.
Alright.
Hey. Oh shit.
So we're starting in 1 minute, a little bit more. And I don't know what we are starting today. Have you seen Passage again?
The what? No, I don't think so.
Oh, can you see if I send the link here? Does it show it on your screen right now? Can you look at it? I don't think it shows.
Did you ask if I saw your post? Yeah, I saw your post. I didn't.
No, ask if you saw
What?
the game. It's called Passage, actually.
Passage? Nah.
I don't know why they call it Passage. It's Passage.
How the fuck do I turn this shit off?
Which one?
I wanna give her my cell phone and but I don't. I want to have it muted. And
Oh, I should do
It's
that
22
tonight.
hours.
What?
In this one,
Oh wait,
it's
I just did it. Never mind.
like, just do it like this. And there you go, it's muted. I don't know why every phone doesn't have something like this, you know?
Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Wait. No, everything was tuned down to the minimum. This thing won't go. Look, actually it is now, but you can still hear. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Look.
Yeah, I saw it
How
at
the
first.
volumes are done.
No, you got two. We got two Uris here. That's one here. Oh, cell phone. And this one here. All right. Dun, dun, dun. So we actually are 1 minute late.
So what?
So we have two of me now.
Yeah, what a great cast. We got 4 people here. Let's get this on.
All right. We should have some kind of, starting presentation. Not every time. Just look at the other one. I don't know. Nobody's looking at this anyway. But I don't know. Some kind of beginning entrance. Ah, fuck it. That's not serious. And if it ever gets serious, we start again. So, how you doing, Yuri?
Good man, I just rented this place. It's a studio apartment, but it's quite nice. And what?
No, we're muted.
Now what?
What do you say?
Where was I? No, I mean I have not much to say. I just moved in here like a couple days ago, and yeah, I think I unpacked everything by now, but haven't seen much else.
You can see a microwave right there, like almost like mine. And mine is quite.
Almost like yours, please. I bet it's much better.
Oh, mine's quite new. It's AEG Micromat. And if you don't know how to use it, there is a manual.
Oh shit, I didn't look at yours. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, son.
And it's funny. You can program it in many ways. You have 3 programs. You can set different times, and then it stops and starts. And it's a living hell. It's a piece of shit.
Pretty good, pretty good. So what is this passage? I don't understand.
Passage should be a topic for 1 or 2 hours from now if more people join. Gustavo should be joining later. But it's a game, like
Holy shit, look at what she did. How does she do this? Everything she touches breaks, explodes. What the fuck, dude?
who's
Look at this shit.
Whose mobile phone is
I
it?
don't even know what it is. It's mine. I just lent it to her, and she did this somehow.
You got a dead Android right in the middle of the screen.
E apertou alguma coisa aí, eu não sei o que foi.
Yeah, she
The
was.
fuck, dude?
I bet you she was just trying to play on Facebook, and then some virus hit it. I actually had a problem with my OnePlus, and I think I got it back.
What?
My OnePlus, another version from this one is OnePlus. It's a cell phone from, I don't know, China, Taiwan, Korea. And it's like a
Sounds awful.
No, it's actually very good. It's a flagship killer. It's like it should be compared to Apple, iPhone to Android. And it's really, really good. Wow. They do have that switch. So you can mute and unmute right on the hardware. And, it's solid. It's a very good phone. And still, I think it got a virus or something, because when I tried to, I just left it to charge overnight and never charged. And then when I put it on airplane mode just to save some battery because I need to go, it still continued to deploy battery very fast. And that should never happen. In airplane mode, I didn't have any application opened. I do have just 100 application installed, but I don't know, something was wrong there, and it continues to be. I just suspect that maybe there is some new kind of viruses hitting Androids nowadays.
No, it's fine, dude. She just I don't know what the fuck she did, but she pressed all the buttons together. And
Together usually take a screenshot.
what? How do I take a screen? Did you see that shit? It's fine now, but I mean, it crashed and shit.
There are two ways to
I
take
never seen that crash thing.
You press
What?
two buttons together for screenshot. You press two buttons together, like those two.
Dude, it was a blue screen, sorta.
I saw the blue
You
screen.
can't do anything. That's
right.
what?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was. Didn't you fucking see when I showed it?
Yeah, I saw it.
You can't take screenshots. There's no way.
No, I just said maybe she pressed all the buttons, and I said usually when you press all the buttons, you take a screenshot.
Well, that's not what happened, clearly.
It was a dash shot. So you moved. Are you happy in your house?
Yeah, I'm happy. Not much to be happy about, but better than my old place.
Why did you move?
Much better. Because it's closer to work.
4 hours?
We have... What?
You traveled 4 hours.
Yeah, no, we have offices in many different locations. We have one in Utah, one in Wilmington, and one here in Charlotte. And yeah, this one is new, but
wouldn't it be easier to move?
As soon as they opened it, yeah, I moved here.
Oh, you wanted to go somewhere new?
It's not just a matter of being new. It's a bigger city, so it's better in my situation, and I don't have to drive anywhere.
Except your internet right now, it's much worse.
What?
Yeah,
it's worse? Oh, the upload. Is my video stuttering or something?
No, it's not HD. It's like mine, I think.
Well, I did the speed test before, and it's like 18 down and 1 or 2 up, which is, I mean, the one back in Wilmington wasn't, I don't think.
Well, 2 up is very bad. That's not too good.
It's I mean, it's normal here. But I think I'm gonna get gigabit because there is gigabit available here through AT&T Universe Power, whatever the fuck they call it.
Much better.
And no, I mean, I think it's 1 gig up and 1 gig down, but I may be wrong. Even if it's not 1 gig up, I mean, it should be at least 50. I expect. I don't think they would cap the upload. So
It's 50 meg. That's good enough. And what else? Sandra is going away. I also had some news. Taking a kind of job, except it's just work. I don't know. It's a startup restaurants thing. Did Sandra tell you?
no, not really.
Yeah, I got to meet this new, not so new neighbor, very crazy guy who runs a restaurant, on the other side of the neighborhood. So everything's close by, and he runs it for 2 years, all by himself. Sometimes his mother comes to help, and I don't know, his sister, I don't know. It's just a family kind of business, and it does have some employees for summer, but if it's raining and it's winter, it simply doesn't open. He says it doesn't pay. So
Why are you gonna be doing that exactly? I don't get it.
brunch.
What?
I'm gonna be doing brunch. Where's my paper? I was planning with him how to make the breakfast. Then I will cook and promote.
Oh, is brunch like breakfast plus lunch?
Yeah. So it starts at 8 in the morning and goes up to 17 or so, 5 in the afternoon. I don't know if it's going to go. Actually, it starts at 8 and ends around 4, but I don't know. I still don't have everything figured out. I just know I'm gonna buy a beanbee and cook with that robot.
What? You have robots cooking food there already?
Yeah, just 11K, 1100.
Oh, is it that one thing you talked about the other day that's not really a robot? It's just like it's just a regular machine. What
Yeah.
does it do exactly?
It's AI today is not really AI, so whatever, it's just a dumb robot. It doesn't do much, but it does replace everything in the kitchen, except for the oven and the refrigerator. So every other tool you can replace by it. It's pretty neat. And also, it can make butter, it can make yogurt, it can make anything. Really, you can just throw the receipt at it, throw in the ingredients, and wait for the time to go on.
Sounds nice, but you know, I don't. Is it just like a big what do you call it? You know, that thing you just put anything in it and it just molds down. Uh, Damn, I should really know the name of the thing. Shit. Hold on, let me research.
Thermomix.
What? Say that again.
Warfare Thermomix. Thermomix.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it must be, because that's the one. And it's in here in Portugal, and Portugal only, they call it Bimbi. Maybe Brazil.
What's liquidificador in English?
Alright, that's blender.
Yeah, isn't that just like a big blender that
Like a big
runs on a
blender.
script, basically.
It looks like a big blender, but it's not just a blender at all. No, it's also, it can heat up and it can measure things. You know, how much weight. So it has a weight in it, and above everything, you can program it to the second to do everything on the right way. So it's not like a blender that just have, you know, three kind of speeds. It can do every kind of different things with the shades. Um, sorry, with the blades. And
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Yeah.
yeah, it's not only cool, it's really useful. It can save a lot of money, even, you know, in your home kitchen.
Holy shit! She touches my cell phone and she can't stop pressing the power button, so she turns it off.
I can hear her saying, I didn't do anything, I didn't touch anything. Oh man. You want a mommy nearby, so that's what you get. Tech impaired person. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna stop everything else I'm doing basically to cook.
Why can't you get a tech job there, man?
That because first I cannot find any tech job. People don't want, you know, someone who's too good for the job. I don't know, or too bad for the job. I don't know, you know. And the job market is really really bad right now.
Huh. Plus the
And that
internet sucks
will,
ass.
you know, second time that it drops.
I dropped? No, you dropped, son.
I did
Well,
drop.
yeah, it could have been me, but I think it was you.
No, it was just here. So there's my lower third.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know what happens the second time that drops like that. It never happens. And my
I'm
wife,
gonna be watching Dota at the same time, so my Dota doesn't drop. I'm gonna assume it's you.
yeah, it's probably safer because if it drops again, it's probably me again. So lower third off. And
You're talking about how the Portuguese economy is in a bad state.
well, not the economy. The economy is getting up, and the tourism is doing good. Tourism, not tech. But people here love tech. That's why Bimbi is, you know, growing up so fast. It's just that there's not so many jobs for anything, even tech, and even if there is something for tech, it's usually a stupid job or stupid whatever. So I don't know. I just couldn't find any, and I keep asking anyway. And I don't care what kind of job I take. It's even better if it's not tech. I can change wings for a little, you know, and try a new. So, and I'll bring tech to it. For one, there's no Wi-Fi in the restaurant, so at least that I will do. And Yeah, it should be fun. I already got the keys. Look at the keys, how they are in here. So, can you see on the screen?
Yeah. The fuck is that?
That's the key for my home, and you can. It looks like, you know, that kind of old medieval key that you can unlock chests.
Yeah,
Then,
it looks like a master key.
yeah, and this is the key for my home and for the new office. But this one, you can press here and then compress it and make it small, so you can fit it on your pocket together with the other keys.
Why is it long to begin with?
Because the door requires it to be long. It's a long, yeah, a long lock.
Keyhole.
Long keyhole, yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, here we got. I got two of these. I mean, it's nothing that special, but we got these things that you just pass by the device that's next to the door and the door opens. I think it's like some, I don't know, electromagnetic thing. And I have two of them. One is for here, one is for the office.
That's good when there's electricity.
While there's what?
Electricity. So
Oh,
what happens if you what happens if you run off?
And you're fucked. And I mean, you can't work. Oh my god.
That's what should happen. Every door should open.
Put your thing in there.
So let's see. Dun, dun, dun. I bet you're very distracted right now, right?
What?
You're very just distracted right now with a lot of things going on.
I mean, I'm trying to make it work for her here. And let's hope she doesn't turn off the cell phone again.
What are you trying to make work? Oh, you want to? Okay, I see. She wants to join in on your cell phone.
She just wants to listen, but I don't want to put speakers on because I'm against that. I'm a headphone person by nature, and I believe everyone should wear a headphone at all times. Even on the street, if you have nothing connected to it, just make it a trendy thing. Maybe you'll catch on. Yeah, cause I fucking turned the camera off. You wanna show?
Oh man, I just cough. So terrible. I think I'm gonna grab a stroopwafel. Yeah, sure. I have these. Oh, now I'm alone. Cool. Can you hear me? I can see both of you,
Yeah.
but I cannot hear. Sorry. Do you know this? Well, this is the best cookie in the world. No, Danny. No, that was not it.
What the fuck are you eating, dude? A waffle?
No, that's a stroopwafel. It's the best cookie in the whole world.
Yeah, I think the internet here is really bad actually, cause my Dota is lagging a bit, but just a little bit.
Your
So I'm
Dota.
gonna, yeah, the Dota stream.
Can you disconnect from games for more than 1 hour?
No, it's not a game. I'm watching a game, and I mean, I told you I'm just using it to check if I'm up or down.
Actually, I have an app for that.
I'm sure you do, but your app doesn't show Dota. So this has two functions. One is to show Dota, and the other one is to tell me if I'm online or not.
Sometimes a good thing to not show Dota.
I don't know about that, but I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Do you agree with that?
What? No, I disagree.
Okay, I was not recognizing you. Now this is another cookie. Not even but close to the other one, but do you know one that's very like this one? Reminds you of something?
What?
This cookie reminds you of anything?
Yeah, that shit, I forgot the name, but yeah.
It's also the name of a band.
You can't unmute herself and she's complaining about it.
So this is a little bit of a disaster. We're a half hour in and you got nothing.
She's so retarded. I'm gonna unmute her because she won't stop talking and she says she doesn't want to talk, that sort of thing.
Hi, Kawi.
Ah, you can talk, dude. She's next to the window too, so she looks more white because the sun's hitting her face.
Well, that looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, thank you, thank you. It looks like makeup.
No makeup, just lipstick.
Lipstick.
Lipstick. Chegou alguém?
Loyara is talking to me now.
Ah, fala pra ela
No.
entrar. Ah, told for her
Okay.
participating.
I already told her, of course, but she usually likes to write and not read too much, so she takes some time. So just saying that there's always kids interrupting her, that she loses the English, logic, she needs to return. She's now in a theater project that has drained all of her time. And she said that I had to edit the best parts of the video. Duh. I wish I could do that. Like her, she's the only one without time. Let me tell her I'm in a podcast right now. Broadcasting. Stop talking to me.
Broadcasting live to thousands of people.
I'm broadcasting to the whole world. Look, there are like 0 viewers looking at us right now. But this is broken because it doesn't show the future. In the future, there's 1 viewer. That's me. So I don't know why people want so much to, talk over text. I already gave them the link. Just join in and talk.
Why do people what? I didn't hear.
A no-way message in Hangout. Just not mute, but away. Share status. Let's try that. I'm broadcasting to the future. Link. Oh, cannot add the link. I think I did. Let's see what happens.
Hey, Cauê. Hey, Cauê.
What's that?
Can you hear me, Cauê?
I can hear you twice every time you talk.
So, can you answer?
What's the question? Can you see my t-shirt?
I know.
Reboot.
Reebok.
I don't have time.
I like to call it reboot.
Yeah. Armando likes the church. The church.
Actually, I think I can not hear you too well. Oh, look, we had a giant. So almost the whole family there. Here, at least the same part.
Where?
Cannot hear you, Liada. Yeah, you're just moving your lips, and you're not making any sound. Now you muted yourself.
Como ela tá
Yeah, try to use a mobile phone or iPad or something. It will probably work better. So, what were you? Okay, never mind. You're talking about more stuff. Sandra.
Huh?
Yes, there? Oh, it's missing. All right. Yeah, he's not gonna join anyway. I already invited him and he said no.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, definitely now he's not gonna join, but I think he would earlier.
No, because he
You
has a
think what?
baby right now. He needs to carry a baby.
I cannot hear you. You're speaking too low. It's too dim.
Oh, is mom too low?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Try to get your microphone in the front of your voice.
Here. I put my mouth.
I mean, I don't know if this thing has a microphone. I don't think it does.
Não. Isso não tem. Isso da library de $2.
Yeah. All that you guys should be doing 1 hour before joining in. All right. I'm just gonna start.
Are you serious? I didn't want her to speak. Why would I even configure this?
Sorry. Okay, let's sing a song then. While we wait. What kind of song? I wonder. It should be an elevator song. Like. That's not an elevator song. That's a rainbow. So guys, I'm losing everything here. All right, let me read what Liada said. She knows someone that makes artists help artists to a problem on his side, and the person who developed his site disappeared because they couldn't take the website out of air because they didn't have a password from the domain or something like that. And Liana wanted to ask me if I would like to get this gig and fix it. So I guess I should be fixing a site and making another one. I don't know. I got no clue, Liana. I don't know what you mean. But no, I cannot take any gigs right now. I'm with my hands full. I got 2 gigs already, and one is
Who was
bad.
offering a gig?
We had a friend. No, cannot listen. Cannot hear you. You can only see your mouth moving.
Sure, that's what she does.
She moves her mouth, and nothing comes out. It's like a perfect woman.
Who, me?
I'm
Yes,
just
I am.
being.
Yes, I
I think you shouldn't make inappropriate jokes right now. It's a very serious family reunion. It's the first time in 10 years, just about, the 4 of us have joined in the same virtual room.
Well, so it's the best time for inappropriate jokes. It's all in the family.
No, because they didn't even get it, so it's not even funny.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, so
Okay, I'll repeat. There was this guy I worked with once, and he said he worked on a company that had impaired people in it, and I don't know, it was a kind of quota they had. You know, they had to hire impaired people, you know, handicap or special or whatever. And he ended up in a sector that had only women who could not talk, and every single one of them was married. So, you know, there's something to it. If women cannot talk, it makes for a happy marriage.
what?
Because then, because then you have to communicate in silence or, you know, with gestures or I don't know. You don't need to keep talking all the time and caring so much for words that don't have so much value as, you know, people throw at them. I don't know. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but that's just a fact that happened, and my friend always tells that story there.
Are you hearing me?
I didn't get half of it, sorry. What happened to the mentally
Of course,
challenged?
you're always watching Dota.
Sure, I'm closing my Dota, sorry.
Okay.
It's closed.
What did you get?
Uh, you know some place where there's retarded people working and then what?
Retarded people working? No, it's handicapped, special, whatever, some kind of company quota that has to hire people who are not, you know, fully has a full body working.
That's normal, dude. You get to pay them less too. They're like the only people that are allowed to be paid less than the minimum wage.
Well, that's not the point anyway. The point is, uh, in his sector, he was working on that sector of the company that had everyone that was handicapped, and by coincidence, there was a lot of women there that could not talk. They had some, you know, problem
Deaf
talking.
mutes.
Yeah, mute, not that, just mute.
Deaf mute. Deaf, yeah. Probably deaf.
Yeah, but they were not deaf. Okay, you're saying that mute is deaf
No,
mute?
cause when you're well, I mean you could be just mute. You're right, but when you're deaf, you usually become mute, cause you don't know. Oh fuck.
There are a lot of
Yeah, because
deaf
you lose. You know, this.
and they can read lips. Deaf people can talk. They cannot
No, they
talk.
can, but not. I mean, usually not for long because they know they can't hear themselves, right? So they kind of
Look,
forgive how to talk per se.
in the
Because unless you hear yourself, it's really hard to
look,
speak.
man, look. In the past, that was true. You cannot hear yourself, so you have difficulties learning to speak. But there are a lot of techniques today, and deaf people can talk and can talk very clearly, and they can communicate talking, and you don't even notice they're deaf because they can read your lips.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow, what the
that's
fuck?
that's nothing
I don't know
new.
about that.
That's nothing new. That's past century that happened in '90s. So that's a
Well,
possibility.
I have a mute. I had a. Wait, you knew this guy. He was deaf and he couldn't speak because
I didn't know him.
I think he couldn't speak. He was in the dot hackers community.
Right.
So
I know him. But he was. I think he was both deaf and mute, which can also happen.
was he? I mean, what are the chances though?
I don't know. I don't know. But the point, again, back to the story that you asked me to repeat, is that every mute woman there was married, and for a long time.
What? Wow.
Married with children. All bunny.
For this reason, she can't talk. Can talk.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's for this reason, but the fact was every mute woman there was happily married.
Wow. So,
I'm not saying anything. You take your own conclusions out of that. It's just a story. I'm not even sure how factual it is, but he kept repeating it every time. And I think it's quite believable. It might work the other way as well. I don't know. Blind men are happily married. I don't know.
so
As long as they can make a living, they have to be rich.
battery is low here.
Um,
The
so
battery is
Loretta is
low.
still trying to make her microphone work. Yeah, just take a smartphone. You say you don't have. I can hear you, but it's very low.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Wow, our person is fine, my
That's a bad idea. Don't put your microphone inside your mouth.
Inside the mouth.
Yeah, she was eating the microphone.
Because she's married.
She's married.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She need to put
I am
the
here
microphone
by
inside the mouth.
That's nasty.
because it's new. It's new.
It's new.
I
It's really bad one.
yes, doesn't work.
You're buying terrible stuff. And I have a terrible cough. Okay. So, anyone has a topic they want to talk about? Because I can talk about myself all night long if you ask me anything.
Dude, it's your podcast. You're supposed to be the host and bring up topics so we can talk about them.
Well, excuse me, but I could not bring any topic. I did not have time to prepare this week.
Why you don't bring the topic about Einstein discovery, the last one theory?
Come again?
What?
The last Einstein's theory, the last one,
Which theory?
was the last one.
The last theory ever made.
Yeah, theory. Yes.
By whom?
Einstein's theory.
Ah,
Einstein. Ah, okay, Einstein. So you're talking about gravitational waves, right?
yes.
Well, I don't know too much about gravitational waves, and I probably, if I talk about it, I'm gonna say some crazy philosophical stuff or whatever I saw in Interstellar movie. But I would guess, and this is certainly not physical stuff, that it's like a complementary, that gravitons are like complementary to photons in a way. And I don't know, they could be smaller than photons, I don't know. There's quantum physics everywhere that nobody really understands very well, even whoever studies it. So now Sandra is gone, Yuria is gone.
No, calm down.
But I'm just gonna keep talking, you watch it later.
Oh, dude, just keep
No,
talking.
dude, just keep talking. Nothing happened.
Alright.
I will try another. I will try another one.
Try what? Another microphone. Okay, so the discovery of gravitational waves, when two black holes were, they were aiming and hoping to detect gravitational waves because it was theoretical real, but there was nothing that we could say for sure. Look, this is a gravitational wave. It's just one out of many repercussions of general relativity from Einstein, and that's why Einstein's always right, because he was building up something back then that nobody could understand or even try to argue against. So uh, it's like we don't even know for sure, in a philosophical manner, if he was discovering the universe or creating it. Because what's if there's no one to listen or to see or to hear a tree fall down? Does a tree really fall down?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. You just said it fell down, so it did.
No, that's not the point. That you have to put your mind in a mindset of someone who was living, in a time that was nothing to communicate other than fireworks and smoke signals using
The
the.
fuck is this passage game?
Okay. You have to play it at least twice to understand it, but it's an artistical game that talks about life. And, you have 5 minutes to play it and figure out how it works. And since nobody really prepared, I didn't really care to go on with this game, but I would just write something down, like an answer to a riddle, and the riddle is what is passage? What do I understand for a passage in the game? And you would have to
You only
guess.
go left, right?
What?
Are you only allowed to press the left and right arrow keys?
And up and down.
Oh shit, next
Oh shit, next level.
It's a very good game actually, but it's not for entertaining purposes only. It's more like a poetry game, if you will. It does have a lot to do with the discussion of the tree falling down. Um, when you look at science and you understand a little bit of what it is, it's really easy to fall on the trap that everything is deterministic. Everything, you know? But then when you keep digging it up, we can always find something that we cannot predict at all. And it's not, I'm not talking only about random, there's quantum physics. And everyone is trying to prove right now, and there's a lot of physicists that can pretty much prove that quantum physics is not predictable at all by definition. And that Einstein was wrong, that God does play dice. And that makes a lot of sense in a philosophical manner, because you can go either way, you know. And that's what we're going through right now in our universe. And we are going through trying to consolidate quantum physics into the real world, bringing its power, harvesting its power to use with qubits, making quantum processors. And they're doing it. And it's my bet that when we can do it, it will be deterministic, because that's just how our universe works, but maybe not. And what if not? If there's just little, smallest, tiniest chance of something not being deterministic in our universe, there's a huge chance that that changes everything. And that's when the tree can fall down or cannot exist if nobody is there to look at it. That's the cat in the box of quantum physics.
I don't get the relationship there.
Do you know the cat thing? I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, the cat is not dead nor alive until you measure it. It's the same thing as the tree. There's nothing there until someone touches it.
Alright. Oh fuck, I died.
It has been 5 minutes. Don't worry, that's the game. What's your score?
I didn't die yet, just my fiance.
What?
My wife.
Oh, you did get married. All right.
I died. 704.
Yeah, she dies 30 seconds before you. Which is not a very good representation of real life, because
What a
usually
shitty game, holy shit. Oh yeah, the woman live longer.
that's the first reaction of everyone who plays this. But then you want to play again to try to understand what the fuck what it was.
No, I'm not gonna play Dota.
Or you're just, giving a fuck and then you give it up. Sure, why not? So yeah, that was the gravitational wave, I guess, of what I can talk about it. And I don't know. Maybe today, supposedly, Gustavo was going to join. He's saying he's probably gonna join just in 1 hour or so, if he ever do, because you cannot trust anything he says. Right? Yeah, sure you do. Telling him that. So I don't know. Mo also said he would join later on, or maybe actually he didn't say he would, but he said maybe. But who knows?
I don't do it. I don't think this has been a good podcast.
Sure.
I wouldn't join personally.
Yeah, here you are. What you're doing?
I'm just waiting for my group to assemble so we can play Dota.
Oh, you're playing Avengers.
Oh yeah, that's my group right there. I'm the Hulk.
Roll.
I'm the Hulk.
Oh, you're the Hulk. Right, Hulk smash. He's the most fun guy there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I must be someone very boring there. I don't know. Maybe Iron Man.
Oh, you just didn't prepare again when you could. I mean, what was that little game that you were gonna do?
Oh,
It's in your post.
yeah, but I gave up with that because nobody played.
What?
Nobody played best.
No, I mean
Best.
passage. I mean the read my mind thing.
Yeah, that's it. You should play passage
Okay.
so you know what it is, and then I would write down what I think about it, and you would have to guess what one sentence of how I would describe passage.
Amazing game, 10 out of 10.
Okay. Not even close. But
8 out of 10.
but actually, where right there, yeah. I could, I can try to answer it myself, and someone can come up with a better answer than myself. Who knows? I don't. I just think that the right answer should contain three elements. It should have logic, art, and philosophy. So I think I'm making the game too complicated.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, Kawe,
What?
are you working in a bar?
Yeah, I already got the keys for the restaurant. It's something like this. The restaurant key. And
The big key?
yeah, this is the key. This is the key
Oh,
for my home. This is the key for
oh,
my home. But the one for the restaurant is very similar to this.
oh, yeah.
And if you turn it this way, it looks like some buildings. You see, because of the dents. And if you look this way, it looks like Batman.
I don't see any. Yeah.
No, there's a head here and two ears.
Look at
Then
this shit.
the claws. And then there's an M on the bottom for Batman. I don't know.
But it's supposed you working tonight?
No, maybe I will start Thursday because I have a lot of another thing to do with Patrick and a gig. So I actually had to compromise the thing first, and then after that, around Thursday, I'm more free. But even still, I'm probably only gonna start when Bambi arrives. The cooking robot.
Oh,
I
nice.
have 1 month with it, and then I can see if I can make it work.
Do you know detox is?
The who?
Do you know detox? D-E-T-O-X. Detox.
Detox tea.
Is. What is it? Do you know what?
Detox. It's removing toxic.
Yeah.
What about it?
Because Claudio suggests to do detox in a restaurant.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I do know making brunch, and I do want to make it as simple as possible and as small options as possible because I'm starting small. But at the same time, I need to have a lot of variety, you know, not just egg and bacon and bread, but maybe
It's
some
23
fruit.
hours.
I don't know. So I have to do a lot of research, and especially on how to keep the food warm because it should be self-serves per kilo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a lot of work to do there, but most of it will be in marketing, advertising, you know, all that stuff that I'm actually asking help for the guy, and I think he's gonna help me on that. So yeah, it will be a 1 month trial. It should be fun.
Yeah, I talked to you about the Bitcoin, but
Right.
he doesn't explain. He said, I will send to Kawe 300 Bitcoins.
No. The problem with
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin's a bit too much.
no there. Bitcoins are really good if you send it right away and then you make it liquid as soon as possible. So you take off out of Bitcoin so you don't lose or win too much. And if you do it fast, it's better than anything else. But I don't know how to withdraw Bitcoins in here yet. So my question to you would be, do you have any advice to find it by any chance?
Alright. Yo, I can send you whatever, dude. Just let me know, give me your address, and yeah.
Okay, so which word were you in right now?
What?
Dota?
No, I'm not playing yet, but soon I'll be.
I asked you if you have any advice for me to withdrawing Bitcoins here in Portugal by any chance. 'Cause
No, not really, man. I mean, that's on you. If you don't know someone that buys it, or if you don't have any means, I think Coinbase does it, because Coinbase is pretty big, at least in the United States. They buy and sell in dollars, but I don't know about euros. That's on you.
yeah, sure. But that was my question. Other than that, you can easily do it, right?
Yeah, you can send it back. I think it doesn't even have any, transfer fee or anything.
No, it doesn't. It's just when you buy it and when you sell it, you pay a fee, but it's a very small fee. It doesn't come
Yeah,
back.
obviously, the
So pay
people that
two.
are gonna give you you're gonna charge you.
Well, I'm not talking about your fee. Of course, you can charge any fee you want, but I'm just saying that whatever you're going to buy it, you have to pay a fee. Whatever you're going to sell it, you still have to pay a fee.
No, but I mean that. Are you talking about when you go and buy bitcoins? Because I already did that. I did that a long time ago. So there's no fee there. I'll just send you the bitcoins, and then you see if you can buy euros with that. And if you can't, then you just send back.
No, don't worry too much about that right now. I have to first see if I can. And
Sure.
okay, what you said it makes sense. Yeah, sure. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. Just do that then. It's better. Can you teach Sandra how to do it?
No, he said
Nah,
no.
dude. I mean, you try it. I don't want to try.
It's not only about trying. You have to be on the same room as her and look into her eye and show her how to press the mouse buttons or iPad or whatever. Do this, do that, and hope she learns.
You grab it, please.
Você que derrubou. Tava em cima da mesa.
Say what?
I don't know.
Then I don't know either, dude. You're a terrible host. This is a terrible podcast. I'm about to leave. I'm mad right now.
What's this researcher really shares millions of science papers?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's apparently a Pirate Bay for scientific papers. 48 million papers released, whatever. It looks pretty huge, but I mean,
Really?
A researcher in Russia has made more than 48 million journal articles, almost every single peer-reviewed paper ever published, freely available
that's wrong,
online.
right?
Yeah, they don't know how to write there. And she's now refusing to shut the site down. That makes no sense. How? I didn't know you had to pay to access a peer review
Oh,
paper.
of course you do, all the time, man. Don't you ever get linked
How?
those papers on the internet that you can only read the summary of, and then to read the rest you gotta pay like $10 or something?
But we're talking about
Yeah, that's
science.
pretty common.
We're talking about science here.
But
So
doesn't matter.
if it's really a science research, and you want to get peer reviewed, why would you charge for it?
I mean, they obviously when they do peer review, it's kind of free between themselves with the I don't know the peer review dudes. But I mean, when you release it to the public, they always make it paid. Like it's 100% always a paywall.
I don't think so. I don't think it's always. I don't think it should be
Dude,
even.
I never seen a peer-reviewed paper that's not. So
So,
I
are
I'll
you?
safely assume.
I can show you many. Every time I see a paper, it's free.
Maybe not every paper, then, but like over half of them that I see are behind a paywall.
I think you're looking at a crappy papers.
Oh, dude. I read that quality papers linked on YouTube comment pages.
All right, those are quality. Oh, right. Sorry. No, that's bad. So we need to just probably have some kind of topics, right? But yeah, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I wish we had a host.
I'm here.
I never wanted to be a host.
Liara says she's there. Maybe we should listen to her.
Are you
Yeah,
listening to me now?
we can hear you very, very well.
It's still low.
Oh, good. I'm just trying to understand all the conversation because I didn't list everything.
Are you distracted?
Yes, a little
What
bit.
about your kids?
I'm okay. My kids, Nicole is having dinner now, and Bernardo is playing with his cousin, okay?
Playing what?
And with the cousin,
Code study.
family, like um, the the
Is he
son
learning how to
of
code?
cousin. It's not right.
I don't know. It's very low. I have difficulties to hear.
Okay, so but I was working here at the computer doing a project and writing something when you call me to when you invite me to participate here.
I mean, this is nothing. If you wanna leave, it's no biggie. Cause I mean, the host is awful. There's no topics, and he still wants to do this thing every week. So I don't know.
Who's the host?
You're the host,
You're
dumbass.
the host, dumbass.
You're the host too, man. If it wasn't for you,
I'm
then
a host now. Okay, you wanna shift the blame on me? Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring up some topics next week, and I'll present the whole thing. And I'll do it better than you. How about that?
well, I would love
I
to see it.
I agree, Chloe. You have
Alright.
to work organize the topics. We need the orientation to talk about.
Yeah, of course. Maybe next week I can bring better organization here. I don't know. I had just too much to do.
Ó, tem 3 aviões, tem uma pista de avião aqui na frente da sua casa.
No, she went.
2, 3.
She's talking
1, 2, 3,
Japanese.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4 airplanes in a window, Yuri. Windows, Yuri.
What do you mean? You're living by the airport?
Yeah.
No, not really. It's pretty far away, but
But the road is here in the front of the house, in the front of the building. So,
British English.
I mean it's a big airport because it's a big city. It's like the second biggest city in the south, and yeah, I mean there's gonna be airplanes, but you can't even hear them because it's not close at all.
Which one's the first?
Which one is what?
Which one is what?
The first big city in the south.
The second? Oh,
The second, the first is in Florida. I forgot the name.
which one is that?
Which one's that big city in Florida? I mean,
Oh, Miami.
it's not Miami. It's another one there.
So, Charlotte is in Florida?
Charlotte is North Carolina.
Okay. I don't know much about U.S. geography.
and that's no important.
So, what were you talking about?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, we were talking about Jacksonville.
Yeah, we were talking about Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. What's that?
I shouldn't say south.
I shouldn't say south. I should say southeast. Because Fort Worth is Houston, Texas is bigger. Is Illinois south? I don't know.
Phoenix is bigger.
Phoenix is bigger. San Antonio is bigger. Yeah, there's a lot of bigger cities in Texas, but
Like in the southeast.
it's like in the southeast region is the second biggest.
Oh, who cares what the size of the city is?
Just so we have a
I
reference.
just so we have a reference, dude. I don't
How big?
care that much either. But
How big is it?
um, should I close the page?
Uh,
707. This is probably old. It's more like 800,000 people.
So it's very small.
Which, I mean, it does. Yeah, I mean, if you compare it to São Paulo or whatever, but you gotta keep in mind that the cities in here they don't grow to tens or millions of people. I mean, we try to keep the. I mean,
you know how it is here. I mean,
you know how it is here. I mean, you've been here. There's a fuck ton of cities,
hundreds.
like hundreds per state,
Very low.
and they're all very low density and shit. So yeah, I mean, the top 100
It goes down to
200,000 people even.
that's just the top 100.
That's just the top 100 cities.
Most of them are below.
Because most of them are below 200, 200,000, 100,000.
And that's normal.
And that's normal. There's hundreds of cities like that.
Yeah, just the top 10 have more than 1 million.
Yeah, only the top.
Yeah, only the top 10 have more than 1 million, right?
That's actually good. It doesn't turn like some.
Of course, it's better this way.
Of course, it's better this way. I mean, if you have having 10 million people in one city is awful. It's like too many people. Why do you want that many people in one place? You don't have to. I mean, there's a big highway system here, and people don't want to be living next to one another necessarily. They want to have a good house with space and a good backyard. You
Yeah.
know how it is.
Have space, don't need to go to building, big, huge building, no sunshine. Yeah, sure. There's a lot of space in this state, so why bother?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's very nice. Actually, the only city that's really way too big for New York. It's the list right there. And here in Lisbon is 3.5 million or something.
Hey, Cauê.
Hey, Sandra.
How you can fix my
I can't. Shit is broken.
Fix what?
my Tamagotchi one.
It's broken.
The cell phone. That's not broken. And it's fixable. I should have fixed that before, but it would take, about 1 day or so. Unless I could find a person who can do the job. Actually, I found someone who can do that job here in California. But, well, only after you're gone. And it would cost only 10 bucks. And he would fix it overnight. So it's all a matter of resetting it with a good firmware. Other than that, whenever the battery runs down and you get to that screen that's locked, you just have to hold the power button together with the volume up or down, and then you have to keep trying which one works for 2 to 5 to 10 seconds and hope it will bring.
Põe na bateria de novo, que eu acho que você fez alguma coisa, que ele estava ligado e agora não liga mais.
Okay, you're talking Portuguese.
Botei.
There was this guy on Startup Pirates a week that we were all incubated, in quotes, for trying to pitch an idea in the end of the week for hardware that people would try to build. So it was like a game. And the first guy, the first mentor that went there to make a presentation, he was insane about money. And he was trying to talk in English. Because, the rule there was that everyone should talk in English. Even though it was in Portugal, there was some people from outside who don't speak Portuguese. So, and the guy started talking, and then he couldn't bear with his own sanity because although his English was very good, he couldn't really think too much in English for some reason, and he could only think in Portuguese. So at one point in the presentation, he just stopped talking in English because he just wanted to talk really fast, to talk a lot, and then he went insane like Sandra just did. Oh, foda-se isso, pá, vai fazer o que você me estudei, que foda essa porra de inglês. He started to go crazy, and I just remember that in the end, he was trying to convince a lot of people who were there, trying to make some money, but not being too much tenacious about it. Nobody there wanted to be crazy rich. They just wanted to earn enough to live by. And he just said something like, I don't know what's so wrong with the world today. Why people cannot, they say, oh, I want to help the world, but nobody can say, I want to be rich. And that's how he finished. It says that.
Acho que acabou a bateria disso aqui.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Dota, so if you don't mind, can I disconnect?
Sure, go ahead, man.
You keep talking to her. I see you.
Yes, bye-bye. So just the three of us. And I can hear myself. I think it comes from.
Peraí.
Yeah, wait for it. Wait for it. I bet Leanne is also. Oh, I cannot do that. I'm gonna just.
Não, tô.
You just unmute yourself when you fix it. Say it again, Leanne.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
What happened with this picture?
Can you talk louder?
Really?
Yeah, it's very, very low.
What happened with the picture? Behind you? Behind?
Picture behind me.
Yes.
The painting.
Yes. What is that?
Ah, I was just waiting for someone to ask. Just to hide some mess. So I put in a painting there.
But I can't. Oh, take care.
Yeah. And there's a flower there on the top.
Okay. So flower
Mm.
picture.
Yeah, the flower isn't mine, but we had nowhere to put it because this is a small place.
Okay.
Let me show you around a little bit since we're here. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the kitchen, and this is the kitchen. I can put my head there, and then I just turn to the side. I don't leave my feet out of the ground, and I put my hand on the other side. So this is how big this is. This is. We have a lamp here. I should have turned it on
Mm-hmm.
for. And we have paintings there, but one of them I took it off right here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is the kitchen. It has about, I don't know, 4 meters squared. And since I'm here, this is the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
We have the places to hang coats and umbrellas.
Okay.
What else? I don't know, the height to the ceiling is very good here. So it looks like it's bigger than it really is. And this right here is the bathroom. A mirror there. And you can look at yourself to the end. Ooh.
Good.
So, and yeah, we have a bag there. I don't know why. And it's a good shower. It's a good place. There's the sink there and the soap. And yeah, everything is very organized. She organizes it. I just leave it organized because I don't like to keep messing around.
I know.
And the table is a little bit of a mess, but not too much. It's usually much clearer than that.
Yeah.
And the room, there's my wife. She's talking with her family.
Okay.
And what?
Okay. Okay.
And this is much better now. Look, cannot see me too good. Much better.
Yeah. Better now.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking about filling up a little bit of time to someone else. We have just a half an hour, not too much more. And I could talk so much about so many things that happened in the past month. That's why I'm making this event. I wanted to, talk about the event. Fuck. This is terrible, Sandra.
Uh,
I'm gonna mute you again. So Sandra, just use the headset or something, because that doesn't work.
So go on.
Okay. What do you say, babe?
Go on. You was talking.
All right. Yeah. And there's not only artificial intelligence topics, but this is what's on my mind most of the time. Except now, I got a restaurant in my mind. The guy who came to offer me a partnership on his restaurant is a little bit insane, I think. I think he saw me. You know, I felt. No, that doesn't work. Muted again.
Echo.
What?
Echo.
Yeah. You're just playing. Why do you keep fix it first, unmute later. Come on, you can do better. Okay. Let's just wait a little bit before I start talking, because that breaks every concentration. Oh, there she comes again.
Okay, let's wait for her. Don't worry.
I'm trying. Because I try to get my mindset into a place where I can tell the story, but if I keep hearing myself back, or any kind of noise, it breaks every concentration I have. So it's like you go to a theater and you're playing a play and you're the actor, and then someone comes with a flash, and or I don't know, it just breaks everything. So especially because this. Fuck. Okay. Eject. Are you sure? Sandra from this.
can you hear me, Carl?
Yeah, I can hear my.
But wow, what happened?
I don't know. You haven't. Is it on?
Uh, are you waiting for Gustavo?
I don't think for now, but I cannot do this.
How about we talking in another line in Portuguese and talk more with Luyara, because I can hear Luyara.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Go to this for a little bit again. Just there's nobody else. But if we're gonna talk again.
I don't know. I'm not comfortable talking English because I have too much things to in my mind, and I can talk.
It's hard.
How about this? First, whenever you're not talking, mute yourself. As I just did, I just muted you. So I can talk freely without having to hear myself back again. This is really annoying right now. And second, when we stop this broadcast, when we stop this event right now, we can talk later in Portuguese as much as you want. Is it good?
didn't understand, sorry.
Then you have to unmute yourself if you want to speak. But I cannot unmute here. Yeah, just press it once, not twice. I think she can understand me. No, I speak very slowly, and she understands the English.
Yes, to listen to you, it's easier than to us to talk what we are thinking about.
Yeah, sure. And that's the opposite of how I learn.
Our things in English sometimes very hard to us.
You just have to practice more. Try to watch movies on the TV without subtitles. You know, pay more attention when you're living a moment with someone speaking in important English, and spend time. You have to spend time learning.
Yeah, sure.
But both of you can understand quite well, as far as I can perceive. I just don't think she can understand technology. And now there's a dog barking. I know she wants to talk to you too. So when this is over, take maybe 1 hour from now, not too much more, unless someone join in. If nobody joins in, actually, we end this in half an hour. Just press stop broadcast right here, and we can continue talking, whatever, for some time. I just have to go to sleep at some point. So, all right. The proposal he made. Back to the story again. He made a proposal to be a partner on his restaurant. He has a restaurant for 2 years. And
Where did you meet him?
he's a neighbor. He lives just 2 houses to this side, the restaurant is 2 houses to that side.
Okay.
And he knew the landlord of my apartment. And even if he didn't, we always go across his restaurant when we walk away from home. And eventually, one day, we got to talk a little bit, and I told him I'm looking for money. I need money. I didn't say job. I didn't say whatever. In Portuguese, I said renda. So it's not profit. I don't know. How is it in English? And then he said, well, and I need a partner. Then we scheduled to talk, and as soon as we talked on the first time, he already proposed to me. Like, I felt like a marriage, like a guy who I barely knew. So I was a little bit like the wife there. And it was insane because I never got such proposition before. It's very flattering because he really believed in me a lot for getting together with him and doing something together, and that's the business. And then I tried to adjust. I said I had to think. And then after 2 or 3 days trying to adjust, we got to a point that I pay him $300. He gave me the keys and support for making it work for 1 month. And then I have to pay another $300 later. And he thinks, and I also agree, that In 1 month, I should be able to get a lot more profit than $600.
Okay, but
So now
so you bought the restaurant. That's it?
I bought a part of a partnership because basically he's in need of money. He'd never say that, but I know, businesses are not doing very good in Portugal in general in this winter. I know from many places. So I knew he was needing just a little bit of money, and he was trying to get as little as I could give for. It's mostly for partnering up, and I did, and it was almost too much for me at this time because I need money. I don't have money, so. But still, it happened, and I'm gonna start as soon as I get a cooking robot. And here, this is going to help me buy it too. So
You're gonna cook,
yeah, I'm gonna make brunch. I'm a very good cook.
but you don't have someone to cook on the
No, I'm
restaurant?
the cook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Master chef?
or whatever. I don't have a hat.
You
So,
have,
and I'm going to cook with a robot.
okay. But you have the robot.
That's 1100 bucks, and we're gonna buy it
Uh,
together. I don't know if he's going to lend his name for me to buy it, or if we're buying together. Whatever, it doesn't matter, because either way, if this business goes forward, we're gonna have to. We need to have one there and one, and maybe one back at home. I don't know. And if the business doesn't go forward, I was going to buy such a robot sooner or later anyway. And to me, it was already getting too late because this is a money saver for home. And this can pay itself in less than 6 months easily. We
incredible.
spend we spend at least 200 bucks per month in the market, at least. And that's not counting when we eat away and whatever, and then we spend a lot of time cooking, and you can save it all that because you can make almost anything that we buy on the market for much cheaper. You can make butter. You can make um, I don't know. You can make anything. Let's see. You can make mayonnaise. Can make, of course, can make juice. You can make everything. You can make cheese.
But you are thinking to do some Brazilian food too or not?
Yeah, I don't care if it's Brazilian, Portuguese. I have to just grab food that I know how to do and I enjoy doing it and I enjoy eating. And then a little bit of local food. Well, I I do enjoy soup, and soup is a need. It has to have soup because it's a typical dish in here. Everyone has a soup, and it's a basic plate, and it costs €1 everywhere. A little bit more, a little bit less, but €1 in average. Um, that's soup for breakfast. I don't care. It's going to be breakfast and lunch, so brunch. That's very common. And I don't know too much about it yet. I still have to plan a lot of things. I know it's self-service, and you have a fixed price. And if you want to pay per kilo, you can also pay cheaper. So I'll do everything that I ever wanted to see in a restaurant and make it right.
So you start this partner yesterday.
It started today, and but at the time we'll start counting when Bimbi arrives. So it's going to be 1 or 2 weeks. If we can manage to get the business going between today and Monday, to buy the machine.
But now he leaves it on your hand because
I already have the keys to the place. It's like those keys here.
he's he's marrying. That's it. And now you are the boss when he's not here during his absence.
No,
Absence.
we're sharing everything half and half.
Okay, but I'm trying to ask if he is now on the restaurant too, or you are by yourself. Or
We're both. He cooks. He does everything. He's the solo player in the restaurant. Except in the summer, he hires some people to help. Sometimes his mother comes to help, but mostly he's alone there, and he does everything at night, starting at 6.
Okay, so he was needing a partner because maybe there are so much things to to him.
Yeah, a lot of things to do and a lot of free time, and the space was not being used all the time as it could. So just needed more people, smart people inside. That's basically it. And he's very smart, a very bright guy.
So are you happy and involved?
Yeah, I want to make this work. I already canceled all my other projects except one gig that I'm making on this Tuesday with a friend, and it's a 2 days gig, and I have to spend. Sorry.
To have money first.
To have what first? Money?
Money, yeah.
What do you mean?
Because you need to have money
Need to have money to what?
spend. No?
You have to have money to what?
To pay your bills, to survive.
Yeah, of course. Of course I do. And there's no money first when you start a business. The money comes when the business works.
Yeah.
So it's a risk all the time, but it's a measured risk. And if you work really hard, there's no risk. You just make it work.
Yeah. Okay. I'm agree.
What?
I agree.
So yeah, it's like any job. You have to work, and you have to work hard. Except on a job, you have to work only for 40 hours per week, because there are a lot of people there, and you're getting helped everywhere, and a lot of stuff. And there are people in the company working all the time for you. So when you have a company, you're all by yourself, and you have to do it. And that's what I want to do. I want to make it work. I'm tired of jobs. It's tiring to work for other people because they don't have a clue. It's a lot of lost companies with lost goals, and it's very annoying, boring, and I'm also tired of waiting for good companies to see me, because I already talked to a lot of them, and they're taking way too long to understand, to start working with them. So while they don't come, I gave myself 1 month trial by myself for $300, 6, whatever. And it's, well, that's just the most recent story. This one right here, Reebok. I like to read it as Reebok. So 2 O's, 2 O's, and 1 E. That is Reebok. I don't know. This one has a video, and it was quite fun. One day after going to Google Campus, I went there to pitch an idea they asked for, and they're probably going to use it and not give me anything. I don't know. They're taking too long to answer. I don't care. The idea, I want to see it done and done right. The only problem is that I don't think they're gonna do it right. So anyway, the day after, I was really happy with everything that happened there on Google Campus. You know, presenting being the only one that went solo and had a lot of questions everyone wanted to know. Nobody gave me contact information except one guy that I still have to try to reach. It's probably nothing. And but I was really happy with the presentation because I was helped by mentors and everyone was interested. Unlike every other presentation that came afterwards, you know, 100 people, 8 teams, and 6 of them were terrible presentations and, you know, bad ideas. And there was another one that was good in the end, but it wasn't as good. And anyway, there was a Reebok event happening nearby the hostel. Right where I arrived in the city, the bus from the airport stopped me right on the front of the event, and it was flipping up truck tires, you know, those big wheels, 1 meter wide, I don't know how many kilos. You couldn't lift everything out of the ground, you have just to flip it on the ground, uphill and downhill, just 10 degrees hill, but still. And you had to flip it as much as you could, and if you flip it enough, you would win a t-shirt. And I flipped it 7 times in 45 seconds. I also made an exercise there to jump and make some kind of push up with the legs and everything. So I did at least one of them, enough to get into a rank there. So I win a t-shirt, and afterwards, and that's where they win something as well. I had to guess. You know, they had jars on the table, 5 of them. I saw 8, but they had 5, and I have to lift up one that had a prize inside. 50 money, 50 UK money. I don't know.
Okay.
How is it called? Pounds, 50 pounds. And I found it, and I won it, and I got a shoe out of it, and it's the best shoe I ever had.
Really?
Let me show you. And the funny thing is that it's a Nike, and it was on a Reebok store. It's really wonderful because it has a great, it doesn't stick any stones in it. It has a lot of flexibility, and it's really, really shiny. If I turn on the right way with the lights, this black thing becomes rainbow-ish.
Really?
Like a bug, you know. I don't know if you can see a little bit,
Incandescence, like this.
but it's actually black.
Wow.
So it depends on the light. On the sunlight, it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
And it's great. It's great for running and stopping and doing everything. But it costed 90 pounds, so I had to pay 40. So that was the catch. Still, it was a lucky day. And I bought a lottery ticket, but it was not so lucky. And yeah, Then I went to play boomerangs by the churchyard, and it was really windy, a lot of trees, and I really missed the throw only once. So not bad for the place there. It was really beautiful. It reminded me playing Zelda on the video game and trying to cut out the grass. It was very fun. And yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories there too. There's the Midnight Underground. When I was going to first day in London, going to get Sandra on the airport, and the train there. This is just part of the story. First thing that happened was I found on the last transfer to the last part of the train going to the airport that would take 1 hour. I found a lot of people with the free hugs sign, you know. And then I just hugged everyone there, and supposedly they're there to help people who need hugs, but I felt like some of them were needing a hug themselves, and they were, you know, beautiful women, and some of them. It was very, very weird. It's like they're not getting hugs. So yeah. So I hugged everyone, went to the train, and the train there, you know, it's a first world economy. I don't know. It's not the first, but it's big and it's a developed country. But the trains look terrible maybe because it's so big and a lot of trains to fix. The lights are, you know, blinking. Some lights go down. The train stops and in the middle of nowhere, and then continues to go forward. Sometimes there's nobody in the train. You're by yourself and some crazy dude on the other side of the train. And you could easily, if you're excited as I was, can easily leave some stories there and have fun with just that, you know, just getting in sync with the train and leaving that moment. It's very, very fun. It reminded me a lot the Midnight in Paris Woody Allen film where he goes to the past, but I was going to medieval time and fighting witches. Very, very fun. Because, you know, it was like a very scary place and some scary people around. And yeah, it was really, really good trip.
I have finished my work here.
All right.
Because I'm organizing a group with 20 mothers, artist mothers.
Have what?
20 mothers. Mothers.
I can only hear mothers.
20.
20?
Yeah. 20.
Like 20 years old?
No. The number of mothers. 20 mothers.
Okay. Like 19, 20 mothers. Sorry.
The number of the group.
So what's about the group?
They are organizing a professional play for our kids.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
No?
Yeah, because there's some noise here.
Okay.
In the bathroom, and you're speaking very low.
I will send to you the project. Then you take a look when you have a time. But it's
All right. What kind of project?
To the to our kids to be on the theater to play.
Oh, you talked to me. You said something about it.
Yes, but it will happen now.
To what?
Will happen.
It will happen now.
Yes. On May.
Homemade.
On no, on May. On May.
In May.
May. Yes.
All right. Month of May.
Oh, wait. Sorry. So I will explain to you then the project too.
What?
Just a minute.
Oh, I muted you. You can unmute yourself. But I don't know if I can unmute it. You're muted right now, and Gustavo saying he arrived home, and maybe he's connecting. All right, you have to go. Don't worry. Cheers, and see you later. Good night. By myself again. Just playing by myself. Since nobody's watching this, and probably gonna have to edit later anyway. If I ever want someone to watch it, I think I'm just gonna stay silent and talk to fucking Gustavo. Alright. Yeah, I'm picking my nose and I forgot I'm live. Fuck it. I did like this. This is picking my nose.
It's 0 hours.
Isso machuca. Sim, não. E aí?
This is the cast, so we either speak in English here or we just stop it and fuck it.
You want me to speak in English because it's a cat?
Because this is broadcasting and recording and nobody's watching and nobody's probably ever going to watch. So you know
Okay.
it. Hello, Lissy.
Say hi, Alice. Hi. Hi.
Hi. She's lost. What the
She's
fuck?
kind of moved that.
What?
She's saying other in Portuguese. Everything now that's not her or me, it's outro or other.
Other. All right. So how old is she?
Oh, actually, I'm a bit lost too. What's this webcast about? Pega lá, pega.
Well, basically, the story started with a friend from an AI channel that was making hangouts on air for talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And I liked it. I thought it was simple enough to do it. And the day after, I done the first cast here that just talking about AI with my brother and with that guy who said he might come today, but he's probably not coming. Bo. And I'm trying to follow up. I'm trying to keep it up every week.
Yeah, but is this kind of this webcast right here is not it's at least in my vision is not attracting too many people, and when you're not attracting too many people, well, that's not good at all. You know, not even for talking. You gotta engage people. How I think you should focus more on engaging people and participate in things like that instead of having 2-3 people talking nonsense or mumbling over the internet, which is super irritating. Instead of focusing on a topic and okay, let's talk about this and have enough people participating or enough influential people participating instead of random people. Let's talk about, I don't know, AI and whatever AI. It's not focused, it's not driven, and it doesn't interest people as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, and I also disagree with everything you said because you're not talking about anything new to me, and you should know that already. It's not about the format or whatever; it's about doing it. You know, because it's not easy to do everything you said, and it needs a lot of work, and I'm working on a lot of stuff at the same time. I was. And I think as long as it's engaging people, it is. You're here, and my sister was here for the first time. I got my sister, my mom, and my brother.
She wants my attention.
Sure. Let's give Alois attention.
Wait, just let me get the iPad here so I can entertain her.
I don't think iPad cut it. She wants the screen.
No, she wants me whenever she sees me talking too much and it's not her, she wants to call my attention. So I have to entertain her in other way. There you go. Is this thing still working? You're freeze here now. Hello? Hello? You're kind of entered. There's two of you now. One froze and another one alive.
Don't worry, this is the third time this happened. And the other one's going to disconnect soon. I don't know why this is happening, but it must be some.
Don't you worry about this? I mean, this could be AI right there. That frozen Kawe should. I think he's desperate not to die, and you're gonna kill him.
I don't care. Just kill him. He's gonna die.
Look at him. He looks so happy. All froze with a smile, with his smirk.
Like this. Like this. Like this.
Okay, he's dead.
No, he's here, right there. Look.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's alive. Oh wait. He's gone. Oh, it's gone.
Dead.
Right. So I really killed it.
So okay, let's talk then about AI.
If you want. But let me just continue the question.
Yeah, right.
Where did I stop? Well,
there's a little rose there.
Yeah.
Stuck in the.
Right there. It's my Edith. Wives. Yeah. I'm looking at it.
You don't get it?
No, I was looking at it.
Okay.
But I'm not actually looking at it.
I'm not trying to explain your craziness.
No, come on. You were talking about some. It was very relevant subject to talk about in this somehow. The first reason why I'm doing this hangout is because people are engaging in it, not watching it. So I don't care. And since it's this format, it invites people to participate in a more constructive way, even if nobody's watching right now. And also we can practice English. We can do it in English, and it's much more shareable. Later on, I can edit parts of it and make something out of it. I just have to get some time to edit out, but there's some parts of it that are very, very useful, at least for me. People keep asking me a lot of stuff, and it's already answered there. I couldn't find time since 1 month ago almost to write about the event on Google. I'm only talking about it everywhere, talking about it. So this is something, this is a registry right there, and
Yeah.
it's better than nothing, man. That's it right now. And as for the AI, I think that's how it's going to manifest.
Okay. So what are you working on right now that you have so little time to do this kind of marketing on those webcasts and articles on AI? Are you actually working on AI basics, your project, or what?
Well, I was working actually on the AI project basics and little other things. I was working mostly on the basics project up to today, and it was making the game theater therapy called Playscape. It never came out of paper, but I did manage to get 2 sponsorships to it. Even if it's not too big, it's something. Actually 3. I got a room too, but nobody came. So
I didn't get that. Let me try to understand. You came up with an idea that's some kind of a game, found some sponsorships, and said sponsorships were to listen to your idea, and they didn't show up. Is that correct?
yeah, let me start from the beginning then. The whole AI project, I started to study about artificial intelligence and all repercussions of it back in June last year. And I actually built my first AI game when I was 10 or 12 years old.
The ants game?
No, it's called ants, called Formigas. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had some kind of AI in it. It was a little bit smarter than the chatbot in a way because it was active. It played by itself regardless of any interaction.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty hard to beat.
No, it wasn't possible to beat. You had to be lucky. It's very fast. Of course, it was just computer playing, but it was dumb enough, just so it's not too smart to beat every time. So anyway, that's why I didn't make it a player you had to compete against. I made it a key that you had to grab to get out of the labyrinth because you need a key to open the door. So, and when I started studying AI, everything from my whole life came together. That was it. That's my project. That's my project in life. That's what I am supposed to do. That's how I felt when I started touching the subject deeply.
Because you actually understood how the programming and thinking about AI works, and that improved in so many ways in your life, or in many areas in your life. Is that it?
Yeah, yeah. It ended up on that event on 19 that my wife talked so much about last month.
What event?
I don't know how to call it. Just let's just call it the 19th event, the January 19th of 2016.
19th as the number, or the age of participants?
The day, 19th of January.
Oh, right. Okay. But what does that what does that have to do with it?
Well, that has everything to do with it because I was thinking about AI all the time, and I was thinking and working on basics all the time, except when I worked with you on your company.
I didn't get the last part.
I was thinking about basics all the time, except when I got that gig job at your company for 2 months.
Oh, right.
So, and in January, my head was getting filled up with it a lot.
I would call that stress. That's what you call when you get so much in your head, even if it's said good stuff about AI, and you don't know actually what to do with it. That somehow implodes. That's not necessarily a good thing. That's stress.
It's not useful to call it stress. Of course, it was stress. Everything can be called stress when it's something that is a focal point.
Yeah, but I mean stress in a bad way. Stress that you actually stressed your mind like an elastic band so much.
You're mixing things up. That's not what happened.
Okay.
It was a lot. It wasn't stress.
What was it? What would you call it?
It was filled.
It was what?
Filled up. When you get up,
I still call it stress. But
when you get
okay, go on.
And you fill it up. So stress is when you get like a rope and you pull it, and then there is a point there, one little point that stresses. That's what stress is.
Yes.
So it wasn't stress at all. There was no point.
Yeah, that was no point, but the concept is the same. Either you fill up a glass.
It isn't. No. Look at it. It is the same concept. Mathematical, medical, philosophical. It isn't. The only way that you can look at it and think it's the same point is if you look at some of the consequences, and you have to cherry pick the consequences.
Oh man, I really don't know. What you're telling me is that you're like I'm describing water and you're describing H2O. It's for me it's the same thing. It happened the same result because of the same consequences. So let's take two examples.
Sure.
One is that you fill so much of a glass of water and you don't stop to drink it, it'll I don't know the word in English, but it'll spill out. And
but that's
if you stress so much an elastic band, the other example is that if you stretch so much an elastic band and doesn't stop to wait for it to recompose the original shape, it will break up. So it's the same concept. It'll have disastrous results, in an exaggerated way.
I'm with my head.
It's the same thing.
That's where your analogy of same thing breaks, because it's not you pulling up a cord and stressing up a point and then you stop it. Because what you do if you stop it, you do nothing with it. But on
I didn't set to stop it. If it'll you have to.
No, I know what you said, but that I'm telling you over and over again, that stressing point didn't happen. It was stopped if it was a rope, but if it stops, you do nothing with it because you just have a pulled rope, and if it's a glass filled and you stop, then you have a glass that's filled and you can drink, and that's what happened.
Okay. I think I'm starting to get it. So, using the analogy of the filled glass, you stopped and drank the filled glass and it was too much. Was that it?
No, it wasn't too much. Not to me.
Was it good in some way? What helped in your life about that?
It was orgasmic.
That's not necessarily good, just because it's orgasmic.
The only bad thing that happened there is that I had a bad judgment of who was with me when it happened, and I thought she was ready to see whatever would happen, and she wasn't.
You're talking about Maira.
Yes.
Okay. But it's not their fault, right? You know, you might have just scared her. It's completely natural.
Yeah, I completely scared her. Yes.
Yeah, and it's completely normal. I don't know if I would not be scared for, you know, for you're describing what happened. I don't know if even I wouldn't be scared about what happened.
A lot of people would be scared. I didn't expect her to be, because up to that point, I was thinking that she really trusted me.
But that's not happen. That's not. It doesn't have anything to do with trust.
It does everything
Not
to
at
do
all.
with us.
No, man. If something strange goes out of your way, you know, like an event like this
Look,
happens,
look,
and it never happened to you again, you know, you can
look.
actually try and trust it, but then
Every time we were talking, and she was there, and I was talking back, and I was telling her it was all fine, and at some point she didn't trust.
well, there's your point of view that it was fine.
Yeah.
And there was her point of view that it wasn't fine.
Yes.
On her point of view, it was another person standing right in front of her.
Yeah.
And in your point of view, no, I'm the same person. So are you really sure that you can trust yourself in saying that? I don't think anybody is up to that just. Man, the
No.
other call is
Disconnected.
you're making groans every time.
Yeah, this is the 50th time that happened.
Use Facebook, man. Google Talk has to up their game.
This is not Google Talk. This is not Google Talk. This is Hangouts on air, and this is
it's Google's. It's shit.
I'm not gonna have this discussion with you right now.
But it's shit. You're seeing it's shit. It's making kaways around the road and then dies right after.
Oh, let it crap and walk at the same time. Who cares?
Look at my feet. Look at what I do with my feet.
What is it doing there?
Because I'm a contortionist.
That's got to be your left feet, so it's not possible.
Look. I'm super contortionist. Oh, it's just Alice.
You know, you're poking her, and she was fine at her corner.
No, she likes it.
All right. So I don't know where.
Oh yeah, we were talking about. I was asking you if you can actually trust yourself in saying that. No, I'm the same person. I can trust myself. You know, you need others to actually check up on you. I mean, every time I am sure of myself, but there's these moments where you actually have to listen to others and actually check up on yourself and see, am I right about this? You know, am I sure that I'm thinking what I'm thinking, or is there, you have to check out on other people's perspective? And I think it on an episode this big, what happened, you ought to check really carefully what you think you saw or felt against what other people saw. Unfortunately, it was just one person that witnessed it, which makes it difficult.
I know exactly what she saw, and I know why she was scared. I just...
There you go again. How can you know?
How can I not?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to actually, you know, consider the other point of view, because your own is just as, you know, it might just fail.
You're not getting my point at all, because you're not listening.
Okay, let me try to get your point.
All right. I know Because I know I was completely aware of what I was doing. I wasn't aware of what she was feeling about it. So
What she was what? Sorry.
how she was feeling about it. So in
Okay. It crashed again. It happened again.
It's all on
No,
you.
you're not you're without sound.
Yeah, this is your fault. So stop worrying
My
about it.
fault. You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, just forget about it. Okay? So listen. Um, it's easy to see in retrospect how I wasn't paying attention to her, as you were saying. I agree. It's about sometimes you do have to pay attention to other people, and that's one reason why, because they're there for a reason if you want to. And that time I wanted to. And I didn't pay enough attention, so that was my mistake. You know, everything that happens to us, you can take responsibility to it. And I want to, you know, I always wanted to. I am responsible for whatever happens to me because I make it happen. And I saw how my dad make it every bad thing happen to him by being an asshole. So that's how I know. I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, but you're still not getting to the point where, if I understood correctly, that episode is something that never happened to you, at least not in her presence, and she actually is feeling or not feeling that you're the same person that she knew, and in that change happened so abruptly that now she doesn't know where she's with, of who she's with.
Yeah,
So it's valid to think about that. You're saying I know what I felt. I know what she felt. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate at all.
it is. It is, and I don't think there's anything I can do if I don't want to change back.
Oh no, yeah, that you're right. I mean, you changed. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But it is understandable. Don't react well to changes, especially the ones that change so rapidly and like this, in a huge deal. It's not a small change. It was a big change,
It was.
and it is a process like death. It's like making an exaggerated analogy.
No, I could have died.
Sorry, what?
I could have died at least twice there.
Why is that? Why are you saying that?
Because I had this experience before, and my brain could have gone out. I could have just left it.
You had this experience before. When?
Ayahuasca.
Oh, right. It was the same? You think it was the same?
The difference, as I told you before, is that this is the first time I wasn't alone.
And ayahuasca, you were alone? I thought ayahuasca was with a lot of people with
Yeah,
you.
I'm not talking about people though.
You're talking. Oh, right. You're talking about the so-called entities.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean the first time I was alone. It just means I felt alone.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, you should look into people that had the experience before, because I'm sure you're gonna find someone that had this experience that you can share and exchange ideas about it. I would love to actually have an experience like that, just to see how it is.
Well, just take ayahuasca.
Yeah, that didn't go well for me. That my vision about it is that a bunch of people like crazy to take some drugs and get high. It's not I'm sorry. I actually have a pretty prejudice about those people that go there. That very, very, very few people go there for actually helping themselves. Because in the end, if you talk to those people, they're always there to get a little high and have a little escape from reality. That's pathetic.
So you're just saying, okay, most of people do it wrong, so I won't do it.
And last time I took that shit, you know, it was like getting drunk, but 10 times worse. And I didn't like it. Yes.
All right. So you did it with the wrong people.
No, I did it in a community like everybody's doing this. And I took that damn tea, and then it was horrible. It was pretty horrible. It was very, very nasty feeling.
Well, when I took it, I wasn't trying to get ready to it. I just did it.
Is Loyara actually joining in? Is that...
No? Why are you asking?
Because she just texted us right here. I'm gonna turn on my computer or something like that.
She was in, as I told you, but she had to leave.
But she just told us right now. It appeared right now she's going to get back or something like this. I couldn't read it at all.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, it just popped up here.
Well, I don't know where it came from. I didn't get it. I don't think it's on the video. This, how do you call it, Jalaya? This
jam.
The jam's very good. Jam.
Jam is it? De Maria.
De Maria.
What flavor is it?
Raspberry and apple.
Raspberry and apple. Interesting.
Yeah.
So anyways, we were talking about this whole episode and stuff because of AI. How AI has to do with it? I still didn't get it.
In my brain. It filled up.
You're saying what happened in your brain was AI.
No. Come on.
So
but
what is it? What has to do with it? Again.
I was thinking about AI and filling up my head with AI, and I started to drink it when it happened. So it has everything because I had to do that at that time, and it wasn't completely filled yet. Probably not. Right there?
Yes, I am.
So my head was filled up with AI.
I didn't get the last part.
My head, my brain, was filled up with AI topics that I was, working on.
And because of that episode happened. That, I'm sorry, that's still stress to me. You're just thinking too much about one thing, and then something happens. Bad or good, I don't know. But
all right, look.
How does that actually? My question is, how does that episode that you're saying that it is related to AI help you on your project?
Look, two things there. First time I ever had a brain event that I recall. It was back in 2005, November 2005, the 5th, 5 November, and I was thinking about what's the reason of life, and I went to shower.
The meaning of life.
Yeah, the meaning of life. And I went to shower with that in mind after talking hours and hours with someone on the internet and making him very tired of the subject. And it was a guy who never sleeps, you know. But anyway, and then I came
Yeah,
to
you actually tend to do this. You tire people with one subject all the time.
yeah,
Just a
but
side note there. That's not healthy. Just so you know, that's not healthy, especially for the other person.
look, it's if it's not healthy for you, you should know better. It's not my fault. Sorry.
Yes, it is your fault because you're actually nagging the other people, and what the other people will do,
No,
he or she will push away, will get away. That's
am
what
I
happens.
nagging, am I nagging you now?
No, because I'm not allowing it to. So whatever this topic starts to actually tire me, I'll say I gotta go, or
Yeah.
this is tiring me.
So that's what you should do, and that's what
Yeah,
people should do. And I don't go after them ever.
I don't what? Sorry.
I don't go after you if you say you want to go. I don't nag anyone. So don't put this
Okay.
blame. I don't have this blame on what's on you is on you. So I don't know where I was.
You were talking about the meaning of life. You went to shower
Yeah,
with lots
right.
of thinking about this.
And at some point at the shower, with the water in my head, I reached a conclusion that to me answered the question. And at exact same time, I had a formation on my whole brain happening, like it was defragging or something. And it was so pleasurable. And after that, I got a little bit crazy about a lot of things because my head started to fill up with a lot of crazy thoughts. But the meaning of life to me was clear, crystal clear. So thinking about,
What is the meaning of life? I want to know.
um, I'm not sure I can answer you that, but let me just finish this thought. Thinking about the meaning of life was what triggered something in my brain.
Okay.
And I got the same exact feeling when I was thinking about AI and got that brain reaction on January 19th.
So it was the kind of the same one, the same event that happened in your brain. You can call it that.
It was much more powerful, but
Okay.
it was the same thing. So you asked what's the meaning of
You
life?
do realize that that might be a pattern, an upcoming pattern, especially when you say that this time it was a lot stronger. That it might be some kind of a not healthy situation, and I'm not saying it is possible, but it would be good for you to look it up because it might
Look,
be in
look.
the indications of a stroke, of
Let me
a
stop you right there. Let me stop you there, right there. Yes, it was not healthy. It was not healthy at all. Of course, clearly, because right now it's 1 month of stress with my wife thanks to that event. So that
no, no,
right
no.
there,
I'm saying
that right there is
healthy to
not
your
healthy.
health, not to your
That
environment.
needs my health as hell, okay? Because it's my wife. It's not anyone out there. It's someone who I shared my brain with. Okay.
Yes, you're right. But I'm saying a more specific topic of health. Your physical health without needing someone else around. Let's say about that.
Okay, I can
And
answer that too. Hold there. Do you know what? Do you know how to get Alzheimer's?
if I know how to get it
Yeah.
by being genetically attached to someone that already has it.
No, there's a simple way to get Alzheimer's. You eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and live long enough.
All right. So why does any of the scientists that are paid and actually are doing extensively research on that topic said that ever? It's because some conspiracy, or because you know too much better than they are? I
You're
don't
not
know.
getting the point. You're not getting the point. Live a healthy life for long enough, and you're gonna get Alzheimer's.
Why?
Because Alzheimer's is a disease of the old. It can happen to anyone. It's not genetics.
It is genetics. It cannot be genetics, but it can a lot of be genetics.
Yeah, okay, all right, but most people have it. Okay, so
Most people.
don't sweat about it. No, most people will not get it because they don't get old enough. But most people have Alzheimer's.
Yeah, you're saying that it's kind of a natural disease because you're getting old.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And if you don't want to get Alzheimer's, eat
Don't get old.
eat a lot of bacon.
Yeah, that's stupid advice. That's.
I know it's just
But I got your point. It's. Oh man, that's so irritating.
just
Next
a
time
joke.
we're doing Facebook. This is so irritating.
Yeah,
You're saying something that.
this is only happening with you. I just
With me.
Yeah, I was 2 hours
You just said that it happened to other people.
Yeah, it was to you and to Yuri.
And why is that not possible to be with your side? And again, Jesus.
Do you want to take
Now
a
there's
bet?
3 quiz.
Do you want to take a bet with me? Stop thinking about it.
About what?
About how bad this hangout is. That you're always thinking about this all the time for what?
Yeah, I agree. But it is irritating. You know, you're talking again. Shit. See how irritating that is? You're kind of talking, then it crashes.
Look. This is not about a hangout. This is either something on my machine or yours.
Okay. Where were we? I'm trying to remember. It was an important topic. But anyways, even if we don't go back to that topic, we didn't actually discuss AI.
Yeah, who cares?
Wasn't that hangout supposed to be about AI?
No, that was just one topic.
And it's kind of an open topic.
Yeah.
Talking.
Well, it's a topic that's always in my mind, and whatever you talk about, I'm going to bring something about AI to it, even if you don't realize.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, but let me give you a little piece of advice. It's fine when you're amongst friends and you're having a beer or juice, whatever, and then you're talking about anything.
You're not getting it.
But when you when you want to,
I'm not going to let you know it's AI. Even you won't know it. It's in my head.
Yes, I am trying to say that when you want to gather a group of people to actually brainstorm something or talking about something, it is good to have a focused or even a topic, just one topic. Even it's open, that surrounds around the topic, you know. It's not you know, it's much more productive this way.
I know, but we don't have any.
Yeah.
Do you want to make one?
Oh, you wanna talk about your LinkedIn's advertising or something? Those things are horrible.
No, I don't do advertising.
Yeah, I know, but that's why the quote. I don't know if you see the quote.
Yeah, I saw the quote. saw the quote, but come on, I don't do advertising, and I know what you want to talk about, and you're just gonna repeat yourself. I'm not gonna do advertise right now. I don't have the time for that right now.
Then why do it? You're it's making bad for you to actually be trustable for people that don't know you.
Okay, so stop doing if you want to be my advertising advisor.
Yes, I did advertise. I did. I forgot the word in English. I did advise you to do it, but you're still making text that makes no sense, photos that make even less sense, and makes people say, "What the fuck is this?" I'm not even gonna click at it because it's so weird and I don't get it.
It doesn't really matter because whenever it's ready to advertise anyway, you just rebrand it.
Yeah, but why do it? Why do it this way? In my view, it's kind of bad. Do it this way. Just don't do it then.
Because I'm backing up.
Yes, back up for yourself then.
Look, you don't need to follow.
I know, but I'm giving advice on that.
I don't know. I can try to stop, but right now it's more trouble for me to try and stop than just continue. So if you give me this advice, and I would trust your advice for that for working for me back then for whatever kind of advantage, maybe I would not do it. But now it's all set to do it like this. It's hard
Okay.
to.
Yeah, the only thing I think is that actually it's not getting good response, it's getting bad response about, I don't know, either you or your project or whatever it is on that, because it makes no sense. It's not easy to understand, etc. It's not appealing.
See some responses
So if
from.
you're posting something on a social network, you're actually saying, "Hey, I have an opinion. Go, come check it out," something like that. And instead of that, and say, "I'm a crazy person saying shit on the internet." It's not. It's kind of bad. People that don't know you, my gut feeling is that people are looking at it and saying, "What the fuck?
Look,
Crazy stuff. What? Seriously, what?"
look, you're going from the wrong basis. First, it looks like you think that I want to be famous or something.
No, it's not that. I think you want to spread your ideas to the world, and that's the wrong way to do it.
No, it's not. There's no right way.
Yes, it is, because people, you need influence.
There is no right way.
Dude, if you want to spread your ideas and want people to listen, you got to be accountable for your ideas.
No.
And if people don't know you, they will not actually listen to you. You need to be listened.
Gus, this is your universe. Okay? Can you understand that a little bit?
No. This is the people's universe. That's how actually people work.
You always think that you had a bigger universe than you have. This is yours. You don't know about everyone.
No, I don't. But I'm guessing. My gut feeling is saying that
Stop
the
guessing.
way you're doing it will affect very little people.
Stop guessing. I'm telling you that my universe is very different from yours. You don't need to guess. You just need to listen.
And what is it? Your actual universe. Are you saying that it's actually working? That people are participating and debating about your ideas? That it's going forward? If you say yes to everything of those, then okay, I believe you.
To me, there's enough people participating.
Okay, that's good enough.
So, I don't know what else. We left a lot of topics on the air. It's hard stuff.
Well,
Really, you know?
I have a couple of minutes left. What do you want to talk about?
You said this one.
It looks like a razor blade, but I think it's a key.
Yeah, it's a key to.
That's an awesome key, actually. Wow. I think I saw that key somewhere in a movie. Oh yeah, it was on the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where they have to get to a male post office that thinks he's a special agent, and he has one of those keys for it's special for the mail or something. Is that what it's for?
No, this is a key for the entrance right here. This is the entrance.
For what? Sorry.
Entrance. This is the apartment entrance. I'm going outside. Turn on the light. And right here. Let's see.
I'm not seeing. Yes, I see it.
There you go. That's it. Just go down. So this is how I get home. And this is also same kind of key that I just got to a restaurant that I'm going to cook.
I lost a lot of it because the video stopped. You opened the door with it, and what else?
I'm going to cook in a restaurant. And I got
to be the cook?
And I got the keys to the restaurant, and they look like that.
Nice. You're actually going to cook?
Yeah.
People food?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This would be so fun to watch if I was there.
Well, you should come here. I told you already.
Jesus, are you going to cook? To actually be a cook? To actually work on a kitchen with all this stress and people yelling at you?
More than that, I'm going to own the place.
You're going to be the owner of a restaurant, being the cook?
Yeah, I got partnership, half and half.
Okay, that's great. I'm just baffled to know why that guy actually, okay, here's 50% of my restaurant, go cook. What the hell is that?
I gave him $300.
You gave him $300. So what?
And he wanted to partner with me. Not because of the money, but because he got to know me.
Just because you gave him money, he got to know you. What?
Look.
What?
Look. This is crazy, all right? I'm just betting on some crazy dude, and he's betting on me. And we both could be wrong at some point. Maybe he's
How many years he has the restaurant?
2 years.
Do you actually checked the account balance for the restaurants?
No, but I didn't sign any paper yet. I'm just going to 1 month trial.
Are you going to have access to those informations?
Sure, but I don't think I care.
You should. Because if you're actually going to cook and you need to run the place, you're gonna get crazy. It's not going to work. So you better check the account balance. You know that better than me.
Look, if I stop at every single detail, it's going to take.
It's not a single detail.
If I stop at every single detail, I'm not saying it is a single detail, but if I stop at every one of them, and the one you're talking about, it's a lot of them, right? But it's a lot of single details together. If I stop at it, it won't happen in 1 month. Sometimes you just have to have a little bit of faith, and maybe, yes, and maybe I'm wrong. And I think $300 weren't that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. But what? I'm curious. What? I'm hating hearing my voice. That word.
Yeah, it sucks.
What does the $300 have to do with it? How did that work out?
Well, it's my share of the partnership for the first month. It's actually 600, but
your investment.
Yeah.
Okay. And who convinced you, the guy, for doing it? You just showed up and you knew him where?
My investment. It is my investment.
No, yes, but how? My question was, how did you get acquaintance of this guy? Did you just walk into a restaurant and propose to him?
He's a neighbor, and yeah, basically I said, look, I need money, and he says, look, I need a partner. Okay, let's talk.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I hope it works out. How's Maira doing about this? Is she okay with it?
Not too good, but she's good enough. She's just stepping away from it and not, just doing her stuff.
Oh yeah, and you got your permanent residential stuff, right? That's great.
2 days ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Now, go get one for me.
I have to come here first. I already told you.
Yeah, I actually know a guy from Portugal. He actually lives in Lisboa, and he's the owner of a very big business in Brazil and Russia. I don't think he owns anything in Portugal. He's a very nice guy. And once I finish, Jeito, the one we started to talk about.
Yeah.
Once we finish that project, and I want to finish very well, I want to have a connection with this guy to actually, bring Experimentaria to Portugal. Because of the language, it's a barrier less, and apparently the maker business there is booming.
It is.
One. Que foi? Mamãe já achei.
Every
What? Sorry?
Everyone's gonna move.
Yeah, man. Brazil is at a period of transition of something. It's very weird here.
I know.
Here are crazy. And, people are getting more hateful, more prejudiciable.
There are two big things happening there. Google got there, and water is getting out.
Water. No, water is actually manageable here.
Maybe. Nobody knows that.
No, Brazil actually has the most large water reservation underground. It lasts for actually 200,000 years.
Sure.
According to, so there is already people using that. So it's not a huge deal, although it is a deal. The problem here is I see with people, Brazilians. They are actually getting crazier and stupid. According time. Instead of getting smarter, they're getting stupid.
Yeah. But yeah,
that worries me a lot in my kid growing up in an environment like this.
It sucks. It really sucks. That's a terrible place to be. It's not Brazil. It's big cities in there.
Yeah. And if you're not in a big city here, you don't have money. That's basically
no. You can live.
Shit.
You can live, but there are not too many small cities that have internet. So
yeah,
you just have to disconnect if you want.
I don't.
Yeah, or you have to connect a lot, earn money through internet, and move to one of those small cities with internet, which will not be cheap, but it's manageable.
So, changing a little bit of the subject, did you actually know about this guy that implanted in his brain to listen to colors? So he calls himself an android, and there's another girl that implanted in her ear a couple of earrings that actually connect to her brain to do some shit that I don't remember. And they actually were in Campus Party Brazil, where I were, and it was pretty interesting. Just the discussion got into something like, we're minority, androids are minority. Just we feel injustice, and we need to fight for androids. And I was like, what? Shut up. And the guy was like, no, it's serious. And then he got me thinking, because he has this antenna. I don't know if you saw him.
Look,
He
man.
has this antenna
He's not
connected
an
to his brain.
android. He's not an android. He's a cyborg.
Cyborg, yeah, that's the word, cyborg.
Yeah.
So he was like, we cyborgs are minority. We need respect, etc.
Yeah,
And I was like, shut the fuck up. You just, you know. But he told me actually this. Do you know? Would you like to actually go outside, and someone sees your hair is different and start pulling it? That's what happened with my antenna, and that shit is connected to my brain. People have no respect for different, and I was like, whoa, shit, that's
true. Yeah.
And it's another argument that actually got me very interested in this subject was that I was like, why do you do this? Why doing this? And he was like, getting old is bad, right? And people were like, yeah, you have the experience, but you know, you have the health issues, etc. Yeah, when you're a cyborg, getting old doesn't have to be bad. You can actually upgrade yourself. You know, my antenna will have software updates and hardware updates that I don't even know it'll exist. And I was like, wow, that's neat. Yeah, getting old
you that already.
Is upgradable.
Come on. There's nothing new.
There's nothing what?
There's There is nothing new there.
For you, maybe.
Well, not for
the rest of the thousands of audience that was there, that was pretty new.
Okay, but you know that already. Come on, cyborgs.
No, I don't.
That's science fiction for a long time already.
Yeah, but I actually never saw a person call themselves cyborgs and actually using that.
Okay, so I haven't watched the World Cup.
You haven't watched? Sorry, what?
The World Cup, soccer.
You didn't?
You didn't.
I did watch.
Do you remember the beginning?
The celebrations and stuff?
Yeah, the robot that kicked the ball. It wasn't a robot, it was a cyborg.
Oh yeah. It was a tetraplegic. I don't know if that's the word in English, but it was the person that with disabilities, and he got to kick the ball.
Cyborgs.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't remember that guy. Well, how was that connected to it? Was it embedded in his brain or something to make him kick the ball?
I don't know, I guess so.
So if it were a cyborg, but it wouldn't be just by wearing some armor and, you know, making the armor kick the ball. That's not a cyborg, is it? You're just procreating cows.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go to a clinic to, you know, masturbate and give them sperms. I'm actually doing it.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Come on, a lot of small me's on the whole world. Plus, if I can do it by August or something, it takes some time. It pays my bills.
Seriously, you're actually selling sperm?
Well, not yet. I hope so.
Why? Why do it? Is it pay well? Does it
Yeah.
pay well?
If you do it for 10 days, you get a minimum wage. Something like that.
Wow, so if you do it for a month, you jerk off for a month, you get three minimum wages.
Yeah, 1.5k euros. But I don't think you can do that much.
That's actually great money.
That's actually what?
That's actually great money.
Yeah, but I don't think you can do that much.
You would take all the fun of it.
No, well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think they take it for that much. I think they close or weekends or something.
Okay. But are you doing that for the money or for other purpose?
Both.
What? Sorry?
Both. Both. The money?
Both. I just asked what purpose was that?
Have you watched a movie where the guy does it and he has 600 kids?
I've heard about it, but I never watched it.
It's a very fun movie. I want that.
You want lots of kids?
Well, I don't care. I know. Look, I never really wanted to raise a kid because I don't have enough money to do it, right? If I had, I would have as much as I can. And this is like a solution, I just make a lot of kids and I don't have to raise them.
Why have a kid then?
Because later I can find them, like in the movie.
Jesus, you're living in a fantasy.
Wow, come on. That's for the money mostly, but if that happens, that's cool.
Okay, yeah. So how does that work? Do they give you your sperm to people that can't have kids? Is that it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I care, but I'm not doing it yet. Just to be clear.
You just said I'm actually doing it.
No, I said that I want to do it.
Yeah, go back in the video later. That's good. This is recorded because you said I'm actually doing it.
Context, guy. Context.
Context, man, not guy.
Context, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what mine says.
Nice hangout. We just talked about weird episodes in your life, a little bit of AI, and sperms.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Jesus, a little bit. Yeah, we talked about Jesus.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about when you talk to a cat? Wanna explain that?
Sure. Oh, so I was hyped and excited being in London, the Big Ben city, and I went to talk to a father on a nearby church. I don't know, just because it was a beautiful church, and
it's not a father. You say a priest.
I don't know. I don't know if
you
it
say
was
father to when you're talking to him. Then you say father. I don't know. I've seen, but when you're referring to other people, it's priest.
all right.
Otherwise,
So
people will think it's your dad.
it was the church priest, so it was the priest of that church, and he's a great priest. I mean, he's very very sharp, and he took care of the whole garden on that beautiful church. I mean,
what church was it?
It's Old Street. Show something. They actually asking for advertising on some problem they are facing because they want to. The mayor of London wants to build a lot of buildings nearby and take all of the sun from the church as a consequence. And they went
sun from the church. I didn't get it.
Yeah, a lot of buildings, skyscrapers nearby the church.
Oh, right. Take away the sunlight.
Yeah, sunlight. And also, it's not only taking the sunlight from the church. Actually, the floor in the city cannot take that. It will be terrible for the city if they do it. So they're trying to make some kind of movement against it. And so anyway, it's a big church there.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to the priest, and he really welcomed me there. When I got into the church, I felt the urge to get on my knees and kiss the floor, and he loved it.
Of course he did.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Priest loves fanatics.
Yeah. But I was just, living the moment. I don't care. Later on, he became too dogmatic, and I stopped listening. So, at some point before that, there was a cat in the church, and he told me...
Look, funny how he's about to die.
Yeah, no, but I didn't die.
It's so funny. Hey, look at him. He's making a strike pose, and he's going to die. That's sad.
Don't worry. It's
okay, there was a cat.
So he said that this cat was the cat thinks that he's the church owner. He told me that.
Yeah, but that's because all cats think they're owner of the place.
Well, and then I couldn't see the cat, so I was searching for it, and he was inside a room. And it was a room that was hard to get in. And I started to,
You broke into it?
Hold on. I was trying to find the cat, and then I started to meow back, so just it could continue to meow, And my mom said, "Don't go there," and then the father, the priest said, "Oh, let him. Don't worry," So I went, and the door was locked when I saw he was inside the door. And I continued to mew all the time, just so I knew where he was and trying to communicate with him somehow.
You were actually actively trying to communicate with the cat. It's not the cat that came to you. You were...
No, he came to me. He came to me, and I tried to go to him. Or her, I don't know. So then the door was very locked from inside. I don't even remember how I opened it. But I did. I think that it was a little bit loose, and you could put your hand in it. And when I got in, I locked myself in again, just so I wouldn't bother them outside. And I stand there on the floor. There was some food from the cat. And I continued to try to communicate with him, just, I was having fun. And at some point, when you're meditating, relaxed, and listening, you can understand a lot of different noises he makes. It's not all meow, meow, meow. They make a lot of different tones and different ways.
I know. I have 4 of them. I actually know what sound every one of them makes and which sounds it means anything.
There you go. They have meaning.
Yeah, they do.
So I was trying to just repeat whatever he was saying as much accurate as I could. Up to a point that I just meowed to him. Well, can we talk in English, please? I'm trying to make a noise like that, and I looked like he didn't understand anything, and then I just continued a little bit more. And he wanted to leave and open the door. He wanted to leave the other door. I opened the other door. He went away of the church.
And that was it.
And that was it.
Why did you do it? Why? What were you in your right state of mind? Did you take
fun,
some
man.
drugs or something?
I was just out the day before. I just had the time of the trip. I went there to a Google event, and it was great. It was really, really good. So this was the morning after, and I was just happy and was just having fun.
That's very weird.
It is, but it is funny.
I'm thinking even if you were actually right in the head, I don't, you know, that's, you know, it's very strange for you actually knowing you to have this epiphany of happiness out of the blue. That's,
you don't know me enough if you're talking that. I always have happiness epiphany all the time.
yeah, I don't see that. You sure don't show that.
Sabe o seu inglês? Vocês
Yeah.
estão gravando?
Yeah. So she's going to eat.
Okay.
I don't know how you don't see it, man. The first time we met, it was exactly like that. You just asked me, look, do this, put your hand there and pick the nose of that woman there. And it was Camila. And I was having a fun epiphany right there.
I don't remember that. Did you do it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
And I won your
What
pen.
did I ask you to do it?
I won your pen.
Oh. Yes, and that was a very, very dear pen to me. I'm glad you had it. But I was like, fuck, he actually did it.
Yeah. It was nothing, come on.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
I don't care.
And at the time, I thought it was ultra embarrassing because Camila was very cute. And I was like, she's not going to do this with this cute girl.
Yeah, she still is, I think.
Yeah, but you do realize that your face is like a cow. You know, you're super happy, but you're having this cow face, poker face that doesn't show that epiphany of happiness.
Oh, back then. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
A cow. Yeah.
Yeah, cows are, you know, I have a theory about cows. That's why we eat them.
It
Because,
wasn't
you know, unless Chinese people are like heartless people that eats dogs because they're so adorable. But cows, you know, I feel bad for them, but they have this stupid face that doesn't show anything. And that's, I guess, people that, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it.
But it wasn't a cow face, it was a cow ass.
Cow ass?
Yeah, that's my
Why?
nickname.
Oh, that's that's a really bad joke.
But you both laughed.
What?
You both laughed at it.
Yeah, because it's so bad you don't actually know what to do next.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, that's good enough.
This is actually getting pissed, so I'm gonna bathe her, and then I'm going to bed.
All right, man. Take care.
See you, man. Bye, Maíra.
Tchau, Gustavo.
She doesn't want to show up.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was it.